Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 195, episode 45 on our Dwarven Paladin here. Let's jump back in. Last we left off, we were in the Inn of Aberdeen in Dark Shore. Yep, in Aberdeen. I think we said we were going to head back down to Stone Talon and start working on the Charred Veil. So let's go ahead and catch a flight.
The hippogriff is a noble beast, proud and swift. They are an honor to train and can quickly take their rider a great distance.
It's amazing, Galeus. So as you can see here, if I wanted to fly to Ratchet, I'd have to fly all the way down to Theramore and then up to Ratchet versus just flying straight there. Makes no sense. Thankfully, Stone Talon is just a straight flight, so it shouldn't be that bad. How are we looking on ore and stuff in the bank? We can take a quick peek. So yeah, 40 copper bars, 26 bronze. We are up to 9 iron bars. 10, 11 technically with these two here. The helmet I need 12, so I need one more iron bar and then a citrine. Citrines you can get from random drops. They're very, very rare that way though. But more than likely you can get them from iron nodes, I believe. Let me double check that as we fly. I just haven't been finding that much iron. Citrine, wow, classic. So we just haven't gotten lucky yet to find it. It's mined from iron. It's got less than a 1% chance with iron. It can be mined from gold, mithril, true silver, gold, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rare that it drops. It's more common that you'll actually mine it up. But we had a lot of citrine on my rogue, so I'm not worried. Eventually we will get some citrine. I'm just hoping that it happens before I get another helmet, because I would really like to craft this helmet. It's really, really good. 11 stamina, 5 strength, 171 armor. This thing is insane, honestly. And then after we get the helmet made, I'll probably spend some of my iron and make these green iron leggings. Or if I get an abundance of iron, if I get like a full stack, then, you know, 12 plus 8 equals 20. I can then make these pants. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to make the green iron hauberk. If I was a little smarter, I could have took some other professions before I took blacksmithing and got a few exclusive items like this chest piece, obviously. I could have took leatherworking, got to 155, made this armor, and then saved it, dropped leatherworking, picked up mining, and then once we got here, 180, which is when I learned this, I could have made this, but truthfully, I mean, the armor is really nice on it. The stamina is nice as well, but realistically, the chest piece that I have right now, it's also pretty insane. 14 strength, 6 stamina. This thing is probably going to last us for quite a while. But man, we're looking pretty cool. I think once we get the helmet too, I'm gonna hide it. I really like the face of my Dwarven Paladin. He's got a sick beard, a nice head of hair. I don't wanna hide that from the world. I wanna show that off. We'll check and see if Sorrowing is up again. He was up last time we played, and we got 2 green items off him. He wasn't even that bad, especially with Seal of Light. Now that we have Seal of Light, I feel pretty confident taking on like any rare elite. I did just get back from the gym and took a shower. Probably about an hour ago at this point. I had to take a shower, I did some reading, got in my nightly guitar practice, and made my protein shake. So I'm just going to try and chug this thing down as we head down to the Charred Veil and fight our way through it. Oh, tin. Yes. Huge. I think I spilled something on my keyboard or something because my A key has been super sticky recently. Shadow Gem teased me. I was hoping for a citrine. We still don't have a full stack of Shadow Gems, so we'll keep those. We got a full stack of Tiger's Eye. We almost have a full stack of Malachite. Long way away from the Moss Gate and the Lesser Moonstones and stuff. But we did get one Jade, which... Copper, it's fine. Jade was needed for the green iron hauberk, but as well as Moss Gates. I guess it's fitting. It is a green piece and you need 2 green gems. Is that tin? Copper. Yeah, we'll get it. I mean, at this point, I said I wasn't going to go out of my way to get copper and tin, but I still like to get it because, again, as we've said many a time, we can make these pants for 6 bronze bars, meaning it's 3 copper, 3 tin to make that. And they sell for 10 silver each. So that's a good moneymaker. There's another one of the Malachites that I need for a full stack. One more and we're at a full stack. Then the rest we'll start vendoring, I think. I don't think there's anything worth crafting that's... Yeah, say 8 copper bars, 1 malachite. It would sell for a silver and a half. That's garbage. I'd rather just use those 8 copper bars with some tin and make some leggings. $45,000 jumps already. I jump like crazy on this character. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and watch my rogue videos, but I think we broke like... I know we broke 50,000. I think we broke 75,000. I'm not sure if we broke 100,000. I feel like we didn't. We're already halfway there, and I'm technically halfway there, so... Halfway to 60, that is. Silver? 10. Happy with that. There's so much ore in these mountains. We'll do a quick scan around this side for A, the Patriarch and Sorrowing, but B, also ore. Nice little 4-piece. Sorry, my allergies are crazy right now. If you see me scratching my nose, I'm not on coke or any drugs. I'm sober. Proudly sober. It's just these damn allergies. We killed Sorrowing earlier this afternoon. I think he's got like either an 8-hour respawn or a 24-hour respawn. If not longer than that. He might spawn once a week. We have seen him twice though. The first time I was a little too intimidated to take him on. I didn't have my Seal of Light. I was under-leveled compared to him. And then the second time was earlier today. I think it was today or yesterday. Where we saw him and we took him on thanks to Seal of Light. The rares down here are Vengeful Ancient and Sister Ribbon. Target Sorrowing. Target Patriarch. The Sky Hunters always make me think that we might see one, but Cleanse that right away. Yo, hit this thing. What am I doing? So we have a little more tin here. Always love that. We'll check in a little further for some other ore, but as well as the Patriarch. I don't think he's up. I feel like I would have targeted him by now. But he can also be on this side of the valley. Final check this back section here, then we'll run along. I don't mind killing these wyverns either, though. They give you decent experience, as well as I can't believe I haven't had experience on this entire time in chat. As well as the gray items that they drop can be decent sellables. That copper's a little out of the way. I'm gonna leave it. You have to go like all the way down and then up, and I'm not hurting for copper that badly. Rixel. Pet his cat Echo.
Farewell.
Give a bow and a goodbye. I'm a friendly alliance. I feel like the only race I should be unfriendly to is undead because I am a paladin, but I feel like I'd work the lore like I feel for their people. I know that they were once human and the Lich King has cursed them, so I'm not really holding it against them. They are trying to fight for their freedom back, basically. Alright. No Patriarch, no Sorrowing. So while we hunt this Basilisk, let's change the rares to Sister, Ribbon, and then target Ancient, I think it was. Vengeful Ancient, okay. Just enough spaces. Yeah, we had the experience on in chat on my rogue the entire time. I don't know why I didn't have it on this character, but it's alright. There's going to be things that we miss between every character that eventually I'll pick up on and be like, oh, you know, we should turn this on, or we should have that, or, you know. We only got 1 bar of rested experience, but hey. Anything is better than nothing, I guess. I'm already almost capped on my cooking. And then to get it even further, I have to do a pretty intense quest in Gadgetsan, I remember. On my, I remember doing it on my rogue. But I thought we were going to be on 8 stamina, 8 spirit food more quickly than we're going to be. I think we're going to be on this food for a while. Because I'm not going to be able to push my cooking any further. Once we get to 225, it's going to take me quite a while, I think. I don't really need the rogue flame spirits. I do need these sister harpies, though. Tin? Copper. What's crazy is the nodes in this POI can be anywhere from copper to iron. I think even mithril can spawn here. Oh, he dropped coal. We've already checked. We don't really need the sharp claws. I was keeping them for a little bit, but realistically, I don't think I'm going to need them. Feathers aren't really worth keeping. I guess I'll keep the mutton chop. The curved basilisk claws, though, those are definitely worth keeping. 3 silver each. Stack of 10 of those bad boys, that's 30 silver right there. I feel like because this character is so short, I'm more inclined to spam jump. I already spam jump a ton on all of my characters, but specifically on the dwarf, I just feel like when I jump, I have more more agency, more height. I don't know. All right, the Charred Vale. This is one of the last places that we have to explore in Stone Talon, minus, of course, the Horde camp. We talked about why we're not going there. Anywhere with Horde guards, I'm not going to explore it until either a much higher level or maybe never, right? Just because it is so risky. I don't want to pull some guards, they net me. Mithril, fuck. I don't think I can mine Mithril. I wish that was iron. Let's go ahead and start pulling some of these harpies. We need 7 of each. I don't mind pulling multiple of these harpies as long as I don't pull multiple with a Slayer. Slayers I really want to take my time with, but thankfully Slayers are a little more rare in this area. I remember having to search around on my rogue to find them. Lesser mana potion. Means I have 1 to throw away. And by throw away, I mean I can just like use it frivolously. Bristlebark bindings. These are actually really good twink bracelets for a hunter or a rogue, but I can't sell them, and I'm not going to use them. Good damage stats, but I'd rather have the raw strength. Scroll of Protection, let's just go ahead and pop that. Yeah. What do I need for Mithril? Let's check. 225? 175. Oh, I'm actually close. 13 points off. Now the long tail feathers, those are nice. I want to keep those, but I don't really need wind collars. Try and ignore them if I can, just to save myself the headache. I'm going to be killing 30 harpies. We've removed our judgment macro, which I had for a long time. I guess we're pulling multiple. I had on for a long time, so now I'm getting used to manually choosing my judgments and my seals after I judgment. Basically already done with the basic harpies. I just need more ambushers, rogue feathers, and slayers. Why are you dropping linen, of all things? Iron, huge. The Ripper is the follow-up quest. It's not the rare ribbon. There's the first Slayer. Let's not do that. Big Chris with the one-handed mace. He's gonna get it off. Blessing of freedom, bitch. Sneeze, hang on. I think it was just one. Don't mind taking on two. Go ahead and use one of these just to make bag space. God, my nose! So itchy. Little baby flash of light. Start working on the Slayers. I saw one back there. Like I said, they are the most elusive of the harpies, so when you can find one, you should probably just go ahead and get it. The hell did you hit me with? Curse of Recklessness. What does this do? Melee attack power increased by 45, armor reduced by 290, ignoring fear effects. So it makes me stronger, but it reduces my armor. Interesting. Basilisk Scales. Kind of like this curse. I kind of want that on me. That's two. Here's the rogue feathers, as well as more slayers. I probably want to clear out some of these storm witches though, just in case. I don't really want them patrolling back over to me. Let's take you on first, I guess. These two look like annoying patrols. See, I don't like this. I want to pull this back a little bit. should Ranger here. Gives me time to get a heal off. That should be okay. A little close to that Slayer, but we should be alright. I don't mind fighting two of you. We're gonna go ahead and hodge that. Of course I would miss that swing there. I feel like most of my misses are when they're running away. Alright, we'll get the Slayer on the run back here. Then I can kill those two Rogue Feathers, which is nice. Rogue Feathers and Slayers. I think Rogue Feathers are honestly more rare than the Slayers. Kind of piecing up these Slayers. Both sells for decent amounts. Starting to hear that low mana sound way too much. It's hard to be frugal with the mana now, because one Consecrate is like a fourth of my mana. You tack in the fact that we're throwing seals and judgments out, it really starts to add up. Kind of want to grab that Slayer and start pulling it back here. You ain't going nowhere. Front load the mana. Yeah, I'm actually happy with this curse. Mithril, man. 2 nodes of Mithril here and I can't even get them. These are higher level basilisks. Oh god, that scared me. I can't stop that, sorry brother.
Thank you.
I wish I could buff these boys up, but it's all yours if you can get it, homie. They loved me. Good luck, fellas. They saw the Mithril too and they were like, fuck. Not high enough skill level to get it yet. I mean, it doesn't really fit the zone, honestly, to have Mithril and like True Silver and stuff spawn here. Intact basilisk spine, god. I'm just realizing that warrior was definitely a miner, and the hunter's probably a Skinner leather worker, I imagine. So if they see any ore over here, they're going to get it before me. They are going for the fire elementals, though. Yeah, he's a Skinner. Number 3. Pick number 3, my lord. I'd say, come on, I know you want me. I want you, and I'ma have you. Let's go to the polearm for a little bit. Number 4. Slap on a course. And eat a goblin deviled clam. Might try and pull both these guys at the same time here. God, this protein shake is so thick. Feels like it's choking me out. See how we fare with 2. Just fine, honestly. Stunned right before his auto attack went out too, so I get 2 free attacks basically. That's 5. Hopefully this will be 6. No. I missed my judgment by like a millisecond. Front load the mana. We know the vibes. That is 6. 2 more. Not bad. We're looking for the Vengeful Ancient. Not the Charred, not the Blackened. Not that there's anything wrong with the Blackened Ancients. Little joke, relax. Also just kind of doing a circle around the Vale, looking for ore. And there's some more Slayers, nice. The broken basilisk teeth actually don't sell for that much. What chest? Definitely gonna clear that out. Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. That'll be all the Slayers we need right here. Then I don't have to worry about the execute anymore. See if I can pull him or her back a little bit. And now she's just gonna keep casting. And she's gonna put a lightning cloud like right on top of us. Alright, let's pull you back. All I gotta do is range you out a little bit. Oh, we got a Slayer. Okay, focus up. We're not even messing around, just go ahead and pop a heal. Some more silk too, that's nice. Alright, the Storm Witches are really annoying just because they're hard to range pull away. quickly. Actually, a pretty meaty chest right there. Okay, these are the last 2 slayers we need. There's another basilisk. What do we get? A bolt of wool, swift thistle, mage royale, bruiseweed. Broken wishbone. Get rid of the sharp claw. If I was a rogue, I'd be happy with the swift thistle, but for thistle tea, but and we immediately get the 2 items that I just deleted. Whoa, copper, tin, mithril, holy. Can there be more iron and less mithril, man, please? Alright, that's 7. 1 more. Let's go for the tin first. Unfortunately, have to skip the mithril. Two more ambushers, those are pretty common, and then 2 more, or no, 4 more rogue feathers. There's an ambusher. There's another ambusher, and then we just need a couple more rogue feathers. Like I said, those are the most uncommon. More coal. Pretty sure we're gonna have to come back for that ripper, so. And I think rogue feathers, yeah, are like only down in this corner back here. Which means we're gonna have to be waiting for some respawns. There's one. And she's coming this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And of course, we'll just kill like storm witches and slayers and stuff while we wait, because they can respawn back here as rogue feathers. I think that's how that works, at least. Nothing but storm witches. How about you don't do that? I don't like the clouds. Storm witches the whole way down. Let's see if I can range pull this harpy. Go ahead and curse me. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm starting getting into the rhythm and the cadence of using my seal right after I judgment. Oh, there's a rogue feather. And there's another one too. We just need 1 more. Oh, I'm not close enough. I don't mind pulling you if you want to jump in. Oh, she doesn't. Okay. Bunch of light feathers on these girls. Take that over the light feathers. Quick heal on myself. Then we just need one more of the rogue feathers and one more crystallized scale. Not bad. We're already 40 minutes into this session though. We did, you know, take a little detour. Ooh. We took a little detour and looked for some ore, but it is already pretty late, so I don't know how long I'm going to go this session, but at minimum an hour, of course. Maybe we'll push to like an hour and 20, hour and 30, because I don't work until tomorrow night, so. Beautiful. Alright, just one more rogue feather. Ideally, we turn this rogue feather quest in, and then we get the one where it requires us to take down the Ripper, and then we come back, kill the Ripper, and we're pretty much done. And by pretty much, I mean we are done here in Stone Talon. It'll be another zone crossed off the list. Let's come back here, kill a couple more Storm Witches. Hopefully they respawn as rogue feathers. Just watch out for that Slayer. Hodge that, of course. Get behind her. She'll try and cast it again, but we killed her. The feathers can stay. Get one more attack in before I Judgment, cast a new seal. This is what makes it so annoying to fight them, is if they cast Lightning Cloud on top of you, you're basically stuck in it. They're not going to move. I don't want either of that stuff. Oh, there's a rogue feather. Alright, we'll fight our way over to her. Mamacita. 4 health, are you kidding me? Yeah, that's kind of why I like to save Hammer of Justice for the Lightning Cloud, and hopefully just kill her before she casts it again, but... Alright, not bad. Big crits. Alright, we're out of here. I can't remember if there's a merchant in Stone Talon Peak, but I really hope there is, because I need to make some space, man. That's the mithril from before. Just try and cut through. Maybe some of the ore has respawned back here / up this path and ore over here. So we'll check that real quick. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause the video while I run back just to save some time. I'll resume when we get back up here to Keeper Albagorn, and hopefully we can empty out our bags up there, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to send us right back here to kill Ripper, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we are just pulling up to Keeper Albagorn. Let's pray that there's someone here that I can sell some of this junk to, because I have so much just garbage. We did find the Pridewing Patriarch right here in the chat. You can see we killed him again. That's the 3rd time I found that rare. And unfortunately he didn't drop the dagger, he dropped the Webwing Cloak again. So that's Yes, there is a merchant here. Good. That's the second time we've gotten this cloak. It does sell for 10 silver though, so you know, we're not too upset about it, but the coal can go, we'll keep everything else. That can go, that can go. That can go. Actually keep this because I'm probably going to use one if I do get sent to kill that rare. Or elite, really, it's not a rare, but... Alright, reclaiming the Charred Veil. We sold all our junk for about a gold and a half, including the greens. Now that the Blood Furies have suffered such a great loss, perhaps the true work of restoring the land can begin. Wait, this ain't it. The Blood Furies have been subdued, but they will regroup soon enough if action is not taken. Far south of the Barrens lies a land known as Thousand Needles. If you travel west in Thousand Needles until you reach the lush forest's edge of Feralis, you will find a druid named Falfindel Waywarder. What a name. This great and wise druid is capable of calling forth great forest spirits which can aid in the reclamation of the Charred Veil. Send word of our need. Seek him out at once. This is not what I thought this was going to be. But okay.
Where would you like to fly to?
Well, that puts a hole in our plan. We still have 15 minutes left and I don't really know what we're gonna do. Let's clear out all of this except for Terra Wolfpack. Or the Terra Wolf Pack Lord. Maybe we just go check for him. Terra Wolf Pack Lord.
Where would you like to fly to?
Take me to Ashenvale and then we'll search for him and... God, we gotta get some of this stuff out of the bags. I don't think I can craft an Ashenvale is the only thing. We're about 40% away from getting Seal of Command, which is exciting. This is such an insane seal. It's a chance to deal additional holy damage equal to 70% of the normal weapon damage. Whereas Seal of Righteousness is guaranteed. It is less, but it is guaranteed. It might be just... Unleashing it does 68 to 73 versus 68 to 75. About the same, but it's more if they're incapacitated. So really this is better to use as my swing seal if I'm using my polearm or my two-handed. And Seal of Righteousness is probably just better to use in general if I'm using my one-handed. I'm going to be hitting more, well, I don't know, maybe when I get a better one-hander, it could be nice to have the command. I'll have to do some damage tests and see which feels better, but... Because realistically, if Seal of Command doesn't feel that good, I might just go ahead and respec, put the 11 points back in Holy, and then start digging into Prot even deeper. And once we get to Reckoning, start putting more points in Holy. If Holy Shock didn't have such a long cooldown, I would definitely be tempted to build a Holy Shockadin build. But a 30-second cooldown? Costs 225 mana too. Ooh. It's nasty. 10, This could also be nice, and increases the effect of your Blessing of Wisdom by 10%, goes all the way up to 20. That could actually be pretty nice. But I think Seal of Command is going to feel good, especially while I'm using my two-handed. And we'll be using this polearm for a while, until I get a better two-hander, but... I feel like it could even be decent with a good one-hander. The issue is it's a chance, right? That chance meaning, you know, there's going to be swings where you get no value. And in those circumstances, Seal of Righteousness is just going to be better. Whenever you miss, it's always going to be better if you were using Seal of Righteousness. or miss the proc chance. Not even missing in general sucks, of course, but missing the proc itself. All right, well, we are pretty much done with, this might start a whole new quest chain, but we're pretty much done with Sunrock. I think, or Stone Talon, not Sunrock, Stone Talon. I think we're heading back to Loch Madon next time we play, like we said, to take on these 3 elite quests, try and finish up Loch Madon, minus, obviously we have some dungeon quests here in the future. We'll do the starter, find Agmond, but we won't do any of the follow-ups. Maybe we'll do Murderlock, but Agmond's Fate seems like it's a dungeon quest that I'm not going to be able to do. So yeah, we'll come down here, try and take this on. Should be doable at this point. And then we're heading back to Red Ridge, take on Fangor, take on the champions, escort Kishan. We might mess with some of these. I might come back here at like 35 though, just to make sure it's easy enough. And do 1, 2, 3, 4 elite quests here. And then after that, I think we're actually going to Duskwood now, finally. Most of these we'll still get experience for. I think 23 is as low as I can go right now. So this is about perfect. Unfortunately, I have to hide this quest. We're not going to be able to do it. They are dungeon quests, so... And even, I think we've just gone ahead and said, you know what, no dungeons, even if I could solo them. I like the idea of no dungeons. Because I do them on every character that's not hardcore. I'm constantly doing the dungeons. It takes a lot of time. They don't really work well for recording. Someone could say something that is just not something that I want to have on recording forever, as well as it is grouping up. And people are like, well, you can do solo self-found and still do dungeons. It's not solo then, in my mind. Solo means solo, completely on your own, no help. Like, people can buff you up or whatever if they see and they want to give you a buff. But you're not asking for help. If someone sees you struggling with a mob and they help and you have no control over that, sure, whatever. But doing dungeons is not solo to me. You've got healers, you've got a tank. If you're a tank, then, you know, you've got a healer in your pocket. If you're healing, then, you know, you're responsible for other people, but you're not solo, man. I don't believe in it. Plus, the gear is just so good that it reduces the agency of what I'm doing right now, which is like hunting down rares in the world for specific items, or you know, certain quest chains that are pretty difficult. I will purposely go out of my way to go do and create an adventure out of that, just so I can get a nice upgrade. Versus if I was doing dungeons, you know, we just go into Dead Mines, and here we go. We got our shield for the next however long. Like, this shield is pretty much the hulking shield. Like, this is level 15. This is level 21. It's not that big a difference, but this is what I mean. It's like, okay, we would get the Taskmaster's Axe. That would completely reduce the whole idea and the hype of me getting this Gargoyle's Bite, right? I could get a ring that's like really, really good. That reduces the excitement that I get from when I fished up this meadow ring of the monkey, or when I did the quest chain that gave me this ring of the Iron Will or whatever, right? So I don't know. I inspect some of these like mages and warlocks and stuff, and I see them in like 6 pieces of blue gear that they've gotten from the dungeons, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't vibe with it. To me, it's not solo self-found if you're doing dungeons. It's just my own personal thing, but I'm actually really glad that I went ahead and made that a rule on the rogue, and now I'm carrying it over with every character. If you don't want to do dungeons and you're solo self-found or whatever, and you have no problem with it, you know, not taking shots at you or whatever, it's just me personally, I don't like it. I like the game with no dungeons, where, you know, I might go specifically hunt down a rare or try and track it down for something like a necklace or a helmet, or you know what I mean? That's just me though. But yeah, this would be perfect. If he's up, great. If he's not, we'll just go ahead and hearth. I might fly to Aberdeen and go ahead and smith down some of this stuff. Then maybe fly from Aberdeen to the bank in Darnassus, but I don't know. Ultimately, if I make bronze, I want to make more of these pants and just get the bronze out of my bank. I don't want to have too many bank slots consumed with bronze, but realistically, what do we have here? 15, so 30 more bronze bars. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. I can make 5 plus 6, 12, 18, 24. I can make like 9 pairs of pants, which is like an extra gold piece. I guess we'll just hold off on it for now. Okay, where was the entrance? It's a little more up here, I think. We cleared out the target macro and we've got it basically completely reset. I think when I go back to Loch Madon and Redridge, we'll finish up our business there. And then before I start Duskwood, I want to go to Stormwind and read all of the books in the library, in the war room, and in the park. That way I've only got the books left in Ironforge library. And obviously we have 2 books in Lakeshire. I should try and read those while we're there. That way I only have the books in the Ironforge library to read, as well as, you know, moving forward, if we find any new zones that have books, I'll read those, but kind of play catch up on these books. I am proud with what we have though so far. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books read so far. We've gotten a lot of cool lore and details out of those books. Tendon Rip, it's a movement speed debuff, I remember that. Now we do have to fight our way into this place, but that's fine. These guys give decent experience too, 180. Call it 200. I might even get a quest later to come over here. Maybe the Howling Vale is that? No. Oh, it is. So yeah, I will get a quest to come back over here, so maybe we'll have a 3rd attempt at finding this guy if he's not up right now. Ah. I missed my Hammer of Justice on him. Miss, dodge, miss. Come on, though. Oh, melee classes can feel so bad sometimes, man. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Miss dodge, miss dodge, miss dodge. Parry. There's so many different versions of like missing an attack in this game, and it feels so brutal, especially when they chain back to back. Like you get a miss, then you get a miss, then you get a dodge, then you get a parry. It's like, bro, I didn't do shit for like 12 seconds there. It's because they're like pretty decent levels. They're level 20, 29, and I'm only level 30, so. There you go. Big meaty crit. More healing potions. I've got so many of them. What is nice is they're humanoid and they don't run. Come on, be up, be up, be up. I don't think he's up. Yeah. Damn. Alright. Hopefully third time's the charm. When we come back over here, when we do this quest for malaria. With a little bit of time we have left. Wild rice cakes. Yum. Buy some more sweet nectar. We get our next drinks at 35, yeah. Let's head to Aberdeen real quick. I'll smelt all this stuff down. And then we'll, maybe I'll just fly back here. Hold on to all this stuff. Fly back here and then,
Where would you like to fly to?
I don't know, maybe we go to Darnassus real quick. Put it all in the bank. I haven't decided. How much iron do we have now? 9 plus 5 is enough to make our helmet if I had some citrine. We have 14. We need 6 more in order to make our pants and our helmet. I do have the heavy grinding stone that I need. Green dye, you can buy it from tailor merchants in town. Kind of want to make 5 more silk bandages and just make a full stack of these bad boys. Full stack will sell for 40 silver when I'm done with it, and then all of the silk moving forward will be used for heavy silk bandages. But again, I'm not really using bandages at all. It's not like my rogue where I don't have healing. This character has healing, so I don't really need to use them, right? Next big purchase is going to be another bank slot, as well as buying some 10 slot bags for my bank. Because an extra 2, 4, 6, and then 10 right there would be 2, 4, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'd have all the way down to here with extra slots. 207 gold total to learn every spell from Paladins moving forward. Whew. It's a lot of money. It really is true. A lot of your money in WoW, especially Classic, goes towards your training. When they removed that from the game, man, where they just give you your skills when you level up for free, that's so insane. Earning your money and like pinching your pennies and caring about getting items to sell, all of that just adds like, I don't know, goals to work towards and excitement in WoW. I don't really like not having that. Come on, give me a buff. You wanna give me a... My man! Tommy Aquindus. The big 32. I love that since I'm not allowed to ask for buffs, if I just hit someone with a buff, more than likely they're gonna buff me. And if they don't hit me with a buff right away, I buff them again, and then they're like, who the fuck's spam buffing me? And then they just turn around and hit me with it. I love it, bro. Alright, let's get all this smelted down. I'm gonna pause while I do this just to save some time. I'll see you guys when we're back, and then we'll take it to Darnassus and get ready to wrap it up. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we are touching back down in Aberdeen. I just went ahead and flew to Darnassus myself, dropped off some things, took out some of the bronze that we had, kept a full stack. Just for... I want to keep full stacks of each bar for visual aid at the end, but we have 29 extra copper that I can use to make more bronze once we get some more tin. And I'm sure we'll find more. We made a full stack of coarse sharpening stones. We're finally on to coarse sharpening stones, no more rough sharpening stones. And I've got some excess to spend here, as well as, yeah, I made one heavy grinding stone. Made some more silk bandages too. Got to 182, but I did finish a full stack. And now every bit of silk is going to go towards heavy silk bandages. And once we have a full stack of those, that's when I'll replace this here and just sell those. This is worth 40 silver as a whole, so it's pretty nice. Now I just want to make a couple pairs of pants before we log off for the night. This should be about 60 silver right here. Put us close to 10 gold again, after spending all of our money on training and a bank slot. That bank slot was 10 gold right here. This one, that was 10 gold, so. And then our training was 5, which left us with 5 out of the 20 that we had. And now we're climbing it back up to almost at 10. Yeah, I wasn't really worried about money. I'm starting to make good money at this point.
Here there.
Alright, 984, perfect. I think we're going to log off here in Aberdeen, because I'm going to take a boat back to Menethil tomorrow, and then from Menethil we'll fly to Loch Madan. We'll go ahead and try and take on these elite quests. Once we're done with Loch Madan, we'll come back to Red Ridge, like we were saying, take on some of these quests, maybe not Gathelzog and Shadow Magic and Therazol, but at least we'll finish up Blackrock Champions, try and escort Kishan, and do Fangor. And then after that, I might go to Stormwind, read those books, and if we have some time after that, we'll go start Darkshire. Or Darkshire. So, alright. Let's go ahead and call it here for tonight, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.